why does Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue have importance to me now that I visit Universal Studios? Check out today's vlog. Hey guys, it's Brian with Believe Vacations. Hope you're enjoying your day, and I am here today to talk to you about some top questions that I had about Universal Studios when I went to visit it a few weeks ago, and I have answers to those questions. So you'll see in the post that I have below the text and the answers, but I wanted to go over a few things with you and show you some pictures of my experience. So I had some questions, and I want to answer them for you. Number 10. How is the food? Well, to begin with, I went to Universal on the day that I flew into Orlando, so I was hungry. And the first place that I stopped right inside Universal Studios was the Today Show Cafe. And I got the Little Italy Caprese platter, and it was wonderful. Mozzarella, vine-riped, I'm reading oven-roasted tomatoes, basil aioli, I think that's how you pronounce it, but it was great. It was Italian, and it was great. And it's just right inside the park on the right. So that was definitely the best food I ate inside Universal Studios. I never made it to Moe's Tavern, and I never had a butterbeer, but it didn't matter. I enjoyed the Today Show Cafe. Number 9. What character was my favorite? Now, I thought I was going to enjoy some time with Doc Brown, and I did. He was working on his train, and he was really cool, allowing me a photo opportunity with him. But then I saw people like SpongeBob and Dora and Friends and the Madagascar Penguins. These characters were out and about. So if you're thinking about taking little ones to Universal Studios, these characters are going to be more than available to take selfies at a distance with you and your family. But the one character that I enjoyed the most, hashtag the panda from the Jimmy Fallon Show. Yes, he posed, he joked, he took pictures with us, all within about a 30-second span and 6 feet away. Way to go, hashtag. Number 8, will the lines during a pandemic in January be long? The answer, absolutely no. We were there from the hours of 2 to 6, and I believe we rode every single ride we could have ridden in those 4 hours. You see, it was a Thursday of Martin Luther King weekend. There wasn't a lot of people in there at all. Of course, we had the Express Pass, which I highly recommend, so you can get on those rides, go to the front of the line. So, was it crowded during January during the national pandemic? Absolutely not. Perfect time to go. School was in session. The weather was awesome. Number 7. What will be my favorite non-attraction activity? You see, I enjoy strolling around the grounds. I like shows and parades and fireworks. But during these COVID times, those are going to be limited. So as a kid who hasn't been back to Universal since 1998, I thought I was really going to enjoy walking around and remembering the rides of yesteryear, like seeing the old facade of Confrontation, or posing next to my friend Jaws, or even seeing the Back to the Future ride, which is now the Simpson ride. But I have to be honest, strolling around Diagon Alley, it was pretty cool. We went on a scavenger hunt. We saw all the little nooks and crannies within that particular part of the park. And boy, was that fire-breathing dragon amazing and every bit of worth it. So my favorite non-attraction part of the park, Diagon Alley, for sure. Number 6, what will be my favorite land? I said it was going to be Diagon Alley, and I wasn't disappointed. But it wasn't just everything behind King's Cross Station. Oh no, it was everything in the front. The night bus with the driver and the shrunken head. They were awesome and very witty. And then if you knock on the door at 12 Grimwald Place, step back and see who pops his head out from the window. Pretty cool as well. But again, Diagon Alley, fire-breathing dragon, all kinds of shops and stores for wizards and witches, a little bit of entertainment, and a little bit of butterbeer as well. Number 5, what will be my favorite attraction? Well, I had a few going into Universal Studios, so I actually had to make a top 5 list counting backwards. Number 5 was E.T. Who doesn't love a classic E.T. ride? Number 4 was Transformers. Very cool with the screen and the 3D projections. Number 3 was Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon because it had a lot of different characters and inside jokes from the show that I love. Number 2, Harry Potter and Escape from Gringotts. Really awesome track and simulator ride. But number 1, the reason for the background music, Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue, I was listening on Rip, Ride, Rocket. The ultimate in roller coaster experiences for me because I love listening to the music, I love the thrills, and as an inside story, there is a maximum height requirement. Know before you go. Number 4, what will kids enjoy the most? I mean, it had its Woody Woodpecker play area, and it had all the characters that you love to see, like Dora the Explorer and all of her friends, and SpongeBob and the Madagascar Penguins, and everybody, including Hello Kitty. But Diagon Alley, we keep coming back to it. It truly is worth the price of admission for any Harry Potter fan, including yours truly. You can go pick out a wand. You can try the different Birdie's beans and all that good stuff. So I highly recommend, if you have kids who have read the books, seen the movies, or just enjoy Harry Potter altogether, you need to check this thing out. Number 3. What will keep adults most entertained? Now, of course, it was Diagon Alley again and Butterbeer, but a caveat. You see, millennials grew up with The Simpsons. We've watched them since 1989. Bart, Homer, Marge, Maggie, Lisa, and the gang. And so I was so happy to see the citizens of Springfield and all of the guests rush and see all of their favorite characters enjoying food trucks, enjoying the ride, enjoying the carnival games. So don't discount The Simpsons land. If you're an adult, you'll love it. We must start this band! Number 2, what was the best part of staying at the Hard Rock Hotel? I am a rock and roll guy, and I loved this hotel. From the theming where it had guitars in the outside fountain, to saxophones in the chandelier, to the drumsticks doing decor in your room, to the mirror that showed you how tall you were and compared to some of your favorite music artists of all time. Who knew James Taylor was 6'3"? But the best part was the lounge area. It had an adjoining bar that was okay if you liked certain taste and libations, but it played music videos all day long. I'm talking from sun up to sun up. It just kept going, and it would be anything. You like Iron Maiden? They would play that at 5:30 in the morning. Do you like the Bangles? They would play that. How about a little Pink Floyd? Good stuff. What about ABBA? Hey, some of us like ABBA. It was playing on the screens. Stay at the Hard Rock Hotel if you are a true hard rock fan, and you'll enjoy your stay. Number 1, will Universal Studios theme park compare anything close to Walt Disney World? You know, in order to do that, I think I need to compare park to park. So I'm going to compare Universal to Hollywood Studios, which I think is a fair equivalent. You see, as far as attractions go, I think Hollywood Studios has more, but Rip Ride Rocket beats Rock and Roller Coaster. As far as food, I've never really been impressed with the quick service options at Hollywood Studios, and Universal had plenty to choose from. For crowds, Universal was much lower on a Thursday than Hollywood Studios on a Monday. For photo spots, outside of Diagon Alley, there's not a lot of places to take pictures at Universal. Whereas compared to Hollywood Studios, when you've got the Chinese Theater, Galaxy's Edge, Toy Story Land, Sunset Boulevard, and all those other great places. What about operationally? Things like express packets and tickets and other features. Well, if you can afford it, the Universal Express Unlimited Pass exceeds any Fast Pass Plus Tier 1 and Tier 2 system. So I highly encourage you buying that and adding it to your Universal package. So, did it compare? Well, I said Diagon Alley was more interactive than Galaxy's Edge. And I'm not joking. I think it is definitely the coolest themed section of any theme park right now in Central Florida. Universal, Disney, and all other properties. But I don't think it stands out that much. So let's split it down the middle. You give me the attractions and the scenery of Hollywood Studios, and you give me the crowd, the food, and the Express Pass system of Universal, and you've got the greatest theme park ever built. Until next time, be a believer.